wish I was boatward bound. Boat, where the air filters on in the boat, where the chemtrails are gone in the boat, where I can breathe without feeling queasy. Every day is an endless stream of chemtrail planes and tabloid magazines. Ooh. And every cop looks the same to me. A Nazi in a uniform who's just waiting for the orders to storm the door and kill you all. Boatward bound, I wish I was boatward bound. Oh wait, I am boatward bound. Boat, where's... Shut up. What do you think of that, folks? Chemtrail 100% bullshit white fuck sky. Yeah, welcome to Shitholistan. Oh, I mean America, USA. Undeniably stupid assholes. But we just sit on our hands and do nothing, look at our iPhones and fucking congratulate ourselves for living in the land of the free. While Chase Bank and the firemen let you get sprayed with chemtrails all day, every day, because heck, cancer is good for the economy. And did you know that COPD has caused the stock of Pfizer to go up by 240%? Oh my goodness, do you see how good the stock market's doing now? Thank you, Octagon Bank. Thank you, Walgreens. Walgreens. Walgreens, yes, folks. You ever notice there's a fucking Chase and a Walgreens right next to each other everywhere? You think they're related? Walgreens. Well, there's one wall store that's an evil pile of shit, and that's Walmart. If you say that backwards, it's tram law. I don't know what that means. But anyway, at Sneerglaw, at Walgreens, you notice their W? It's a fucking cauldron. It's a cauldron. It's shaped like a cauldron, a witch's cauldron, and it's a W. Neato, huh? And they're always next to an Octagon Chase Bank. I love that guy, Fretzer, what? He's on YouTube, I don't know. The Pharaoh Show guy. That guy's fucking awesome. I like his voice too. He's just talking about whatever. It just sounds cool. He's got a way with words, man. The Swissy, as he calls them, the Swissies. I love that shit. But anyway, here on the other side of the world, far away from any of that, what have we here? Octagons and cauldrons and pure poison sky. Every single day. Every fucking day, unless it's raining or in a transition period. And we were in a transition period this morning because 10 hours ago, the sky was perfectly blue, not a stripe to be seen, and no airplanes. Hello, folks. Here's a clue for all the chemtrail deniers out there. How about this? Check it out. This is a real simple one. Those planes are not so high that you can't see the plane. So, if those are normal flights, then when the sky is perfectly blue, you should be able to look up and see the planes going by, not making any stripes, right? Because they're perfectly normal flights that are there whether or not the conditions are right to make a contrail, you lying motherfuckers. Now, continuing, stick with me here, I know, because it takes genius brain power to understand the concepts that I'm laying down. But here, hear me out. There should be airplanes flying in those paths where we see the stripes, because whether or not they're making stripes, the airport's still open. But there's not. miraculously, strangely, oddly, bizarrely enough, when the skies are blue, all blue, and there's no stripes anywhere, you could lay there all day long and watch straight up over Portland where they turn on the gas nozzle sprayers at, and there's no airplanes going by. None. Now, if that was normal flights and there just weren't the correct conditions to make a contrail, wouldn't you think you'd still be able to see some planes going through? Oh my God, was there a 9/11 attack and they closed the airports? Oh no, no, no. It's just that the only time there's chemtrail planes is when there's chemtrails. My God, that people defend this shit, that people still support this government, that people still say, oh, I'm supporting the troops. You don't even know what the fucking troops are doing. You dupes watch fucking TV. You get your news from the TV. The TV is owned outright. The satellites that bring them here are owned outright, and it ain't by you, fucker. You know? Oh. I have an ongoing beef with my mom's husband because he flipped out on me one day when I was talking to my mom, privately, mind you, and I was being a smartass saying Fox means 666 because he watches fucking Fox News, and you know, he was in the other room. I thought he overheard me. So I said Fox means 666, and don't watch anything on the news, no matter what channel it is. It's all bullshit. They mix some truth and half truth with pure lies. And the end result is you don't know the difference between any of them. And every network does it, and they slant it to the right or they slant it to the left. And if you watch their bullshit fucking shows, you'll find that you're agreeing with whatever they say. Even a conservatard could switch over to the fucking progressitard's fucking station and see, gee whiz, what they're saying makes sense, even though I disagree with everything they stand for. Because each side talks about their issues in a frame of reference that makes it look like they make sense, even when in the bigger picture they don't. It's such a simple scam. It's the illusion of authority. As the Who would say, imminence front. It's a put on. It's all a put on. But you know what is not a put on? What's not a put on is the fact that the sky is fucking white and that there's nothing but stripes. Nothing but stripes. What a bunch of bullshit, huh? You can taste the air. The last 2 days there were no chemtrails, and it was raining last night. And I had to watch where I was driving real careful because there were fucking people everywhere. They hadn't chemtrailed for 2 days, and then it was raining. Although it wasn't terribly cold, it was a light rain going. But they don't spray when it rains. And you know what happens when it rains? People go to the store, and kids come out and play, and there's teenagers walking around the neighborhoods, getting into trouble just like they're supposed to. But you know what happens when they do spray? None of that. Nobody's going out anywhere doing anything, and they spray 5 to 6 days a week on average over a year. They spray all the fucking time. And you want to know another tie-in? Every small business in town is going under. Every fucking small restaurant, every little store, corner store, Minute Mart, they're going under left, right, and center. Every tavern, every bar and grill. This town used to be loaded with cool little restaurants that had excellent food because this town used to have farms all over the county. And now there's none. Nobody farms. You'd be stupid to farm. You can't farm. You can't make any money farming. Apparently food is not an important commodity anymore. It costs less to grow shit in Chile and ship it here on a diesel-powered fucking barge than it does to just grow it here in the beautiful Willamette Valley where anything you could ever think of will grow. Give me a break. Look at the fucking black hazed sky. The Pharaoh has sent a sandstorm to fill our lungs with sand. That's the way I look at it. Fuck. That was nice. That felt good. I feel better now. Hey, how far have I made it? I don't see a Walgreens here. But there's the Chase Octagon Bank. Chase what matters. Money. Hey, do you know who's on the $1,000 bill? Watch me be wrong. Portland Salmon Chase. I was thinking about it. I live in Vancouver, Washington. The city right across from us is Portland. Now, that name sure is a port, and it's on the land, and that makes sense. There's a lot of ports in Portland, and there's other towns named Portland, and they're also port cities. But as a name of a person, it's a bit odd to be named Portland, don't you think? The Chase family, they named their kid Portland Salmon. Okay, salmon go up the Columbia River. Look at the, well, that's, what is that? The Chase sign there? That looks like a monolith. It says Chase with an octagon at the top of a monolith. I digress. Portland Salmon Chase. Salmon swim up rivers. The Columbia River used to have a lot of salmon in it. Alright. Portland Salmon? Isn't that kind of strange that the Chase family would have a kid named Portland Salmon? And Portland Salmon Chase is on the $1,000 bill, and he's not anyone has ever heard of. He's not a president. He's not a historical figure like Benjamin Franklin. He's not even a patriot of any kind. He's the child of a banker, and a banker himself from historical times. Yeah. Fuck you. That's where my mom's husband banks at. Down the line, if it's evil, ass backwards, and wrong, he's a fan of it. He watches Fox News, he banks at Chase, he fucking drives a Chevy. The bow tie on the front of the Chevy is a fucking part of a satanic symbol too. Of course, all the car companies are like that, so I guess I can't pick on them for that. Basically, if it's sick, evil, wrong, and mainstream, he's all for it. He flips out on me for fucking telling my mom the truth. And so I flipped out on him back, thinking, you get off my property, you never call the cops, blah, 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 blah. So I ain't been over there since. But now my mom runs around like a slave. She's constantly worried that fucking, oh, I gotta get home, make Bob's dinner, oh, I wish I had time, oh, I never have time. And I'm glad she's off her citalopram, because that shit is horrible. But, you know, she's still got some issues, and she's got Kaiser Medical. That was the other thing. Oh yeah, he got her Kaiser Permanente Medical, banks at fucking Chase Bank, and watches Fox 666 News. I'm beginning to think he's a Satanist. And my mom's a good person, and I've always had this long-held belief that evil fucking people like to slickly, slyly play themselves off as caring about you so that they can fuck you over somehow, or just use you or control you or minor or keep you down, I guess you'd say. You know, and that's, you know, I've kind of felt that before, and I don't know any reason why they would do that, especially when it doesn't benefit them any. But if, you know, you're a human being and you've observed any of the relationships in your family or your friends or just people you know, you'll know what I'm saying is true. That, you know, the opposites attract. It's always the nice, you know, sweet gal who ends up with the total asshole fucking guy who abuses her and cheats on her and fucking runs around fucking being a piece of shit. And it's always the nice guy that ends up with the fucking skanky ass fucking bitch. That's just how it always fucking works. But I don't know. I'm starting to lose my point here. So this was a rant, not a ramble. Lest I go into the territory of rambling, and then you don't know whatever you're gonna get. You heard of Ramblin' Rod? You don't want to hear Ramblin' Ron. That sounds stupid. Well, alright, here we are. 99th Street. I'm about to hang a left, go down to the boat, get me some fresh air before I puke from the chemtrail shitstorm that the Pharaoh ordered up. God, his witches are good too. They've been perfecting their alchemy for centuries, millennia, a long, long time. They know what to mix with the wing of bat and the eye of newt to make sure you get cancer on time. You know it's true. You know it's true. Stop living in denial. Stop being afraid. Stop being overly concerned with the things of this world. I'm not even a Bible pusher guy. Honestly, I find the Bible to be so perverted and mistranslated that nobody in the mainstream of Christianity knows what the fuck they're talking about at all. They are completely ass backwards and wrong. But the Bible contains so many truths, and one of them is don't cling to this world. And it's not exclusive to the Bible. That's what Buddhism teaches. It's only to the extent that you cling to the things of this world that you experience pain. Nothing in this world is solid or real, and nothing is going to go with your soul when you leave this world. To fear death is just stupid. If you fear death, then you don't ever live. You spend your whole life just, I'm gonna hold back, and oh gosh, I'm not gonna say nothing about this that's happening to me. Uncle Sam's been diddling my butthole at night, but I'm not gonna say nothing because he said he'd be mean to me and mommy and daddy. So just bend over and take it. Is that what we teach our kids? Is that what you teach them? Bend over and take it and don't say anything. Oh, if you see something going on, and it's really, really horrible, evil, and wrong, and it's hurting you, don't say anything about it. Just pretend it's not happening and smile. Smile, kids, smile. Smile for the cameras. Places, everyone, places. Tattoo.